Writers, do you find that you rely a little bit too heavily on descriptions of eyes and eye movement when you're trying to write a non-point of view character's expressions and emotional shifts? You're not alone. I think most writers overuse eye choreography in early drafts because it's a quick and easy shorthand for us to throw on the page. But as you're starting to develop the story in later drafts, try to think beyond just the close-up of that character's face. Because while the occasional description of a facial feature or a facial expression can be really helpful in fiction, there are so many other colorful and precise and evocative ways to give the reader that emotional subtext. These expressions come out most often in dialogue passages when the point of view character is interacting with a non-point of view character. When they're woven in among the dialogue lines, we'll call them action beats. So eyes widening or smiling or clenching the jaw, when you find them in your draft, I want you to ask yourself two questions. First is, what information am I trying to convey with this smile or these narrowing eyes? If your reason for writing "he grinned" is because you need the reader to know that this dialogue line, which could sound kind of spicy, was actually delivered with a smile, then awesome. That action beat is perfect exactly the way it is, and you want to leave it as it is. The smile itself is important. It's the point. But if you're writing that grin or that smile so that the reader knows that he was the one who spoke, the grin itself isn't important. So could you attribute that dialogue with a simple tag like "he said"? Or a better option, is there a way to structure that dialogue and the lines that precede and follow it to make it clear who's speaking by context? Third and finally, if I am indeed trying to use that eye or face choreography to express an emotion, how else might I show that emotion to the reader? Is there something that character could do with their body language from the neck down, specifically how that character is interacting with the setting, that can give an equally strong or stronger portrayal of their internal emotional state? If that character is nervous, instead of describing their facial expression, can you show them fidgeting? And what are they fidgeting with? Because then that becomes not just a description of expression or emotional shift, but also a characterization detail. How someone fidgets says something about them. If they're angry, how do they show their anger? Do they get very, very still and very carefully set their teacup down on the saucer? Or do they pound their fist so hard on the table that all the china rattles? You won't do this for every single beat expressing emotion, but if you do find yourself habitually relying really heavily on the eyes or on the face, try turning some of those action beats into interaction beats where the character moves within the setting to create a more vivid and engaging image for the reader.